and welcome to Brief History of the United States for Aliens, as in extraterrestrial. Real. I'm Alice, your host. I am from upstate New York, which is one of the states of America. It is in the northeast of America, the East Coast. And if you do not know what any of this means, then look at this. West. I remember it as never eat soggy waffles. It is called the Compass Rose. Now, today, we will be starting with the basics. Not necessarily history yet, but what you will need to know to understand the rest. When we are talking about years, we usually mean, like right now, AD, which stands for Anno Domini, the year of the Christ, or, something like that. Before that, it was BC, before Christ. So, who is this Christ guy? That is a good question. So, basically, there's a lot of religions, which, I don't know if you know what that means. It's like, we believe strongly in something because it kind of just tells us what we're supposed to do, or what should we do, why. One of the most important things, I don't know if you can see me now, I just want to sit down, is Christianity. It is monotheistic, which means one God. The other most important religions that are really popular, common right now, are also monotheistic, like Judaism, which is basically I'll get to that later on. There's also Islam. Another episode on that. But since most of the United States history has to do with Christianity, I will be going into more depth with that. Also because I went to a school based on this whole idea of Christianity and one of its many branches, Catholicism, at school, but then the people there sucked. So, as a person would, if they could, if it was a possibility, I switched schools. And it is a public school. So going to a private school, which you had to pay money for, to go. And you wore uniforms. And of course, you had to study religion, because that was the thing, because it was a Catholic school. Public school, you don't have to pay money to go, but you do have to pay taxes for it, like anyone. Everyone has to pay taxes, not just the people who go. And it's like, no religion classes. Usually you get to wear regular clothes, not a uniform. But there are, of course, still restrictions. You can't wear nothing. You can't wear a 1-inch tube top. Christianity. So, which means God. The in our eyes. Basically any, he did stuff. basics, absolute basics, because there's so many stories, but I don't feel like talking about them. That's just my opinion. To any actual humans or Americans, that is my opinion. Okay, I've been told them many times, so after a while it's like, oh. So it pretty much started when this dude was born in a manger, and like, also, it is the month of December, where we celebrate, well, Christians celebrate his birth, but the thing is, he probably wasn't born in December. He was probably born in like August. Why do we celebrate it in December? Well, I don't remember exactly why. I'm going to guess here, and later on... No, I'm not going to guess. I'm going to get my laptop. I am. So I don't get anything wrong. I don't like telling people with little knowledge of one thing the wrong things, you know. Just read. I'm probably still guessing here. As you can see, maybe this will let you know that most people maybe haven't learned this. Or, well, I don't want to say they haven't, but if I don't know, then maybe that says something. Well, if I only have a small memory of it, maybe it means that you don't really go for it. Well, originally, people would celebrate the winter solstice. But of course, the Christian church, or the Catholic church, I think it was the Christian church, because, you know, that's the whole thing, is like, hold on, can we make this holiday about Jesus? They did that with a lot of things. They did. They really liked Jesus. And winter solstice, I don't know, you might have this on your planet, you probably do, but winter solstice is our word for like, oh my god, days are getting weird again, they're getting shorter, right, they're getting shorter, and it's cold, it's really cold, it's snowing outside, gotta wear some snow boots and a winter coat, so yes. This about Jesus, since we don't know exactly when he was born, but even though he was probably not born in December, let's just make it about Jesus. So we made it about Jesus, and a lot of people put up a nativity set, which is basically the scene of his birth. Show a picture. Now let's get away from that religious stuff. I mean, purely religious stuff. So, America's beginnings. Christopher Columbus is like, oh my god, I need to get to like the Indies because the other routes to stay on my ship and stuff are just expensive. But then the thing is, he didn't know that this whole continent was right here. Because he is from Spain. He's like, oh yeah, I can just go like this. Because, you know, the earth is round. But he didn't know about this baby. So he landed around. And that on Columbus Day. A lot of people, well, I think states have started calling it something else, like Indigenous Peoples Day, because, yeah, he went here, but the thing is, he didn't necessarily discover it. You see, the Vikings did. Vikings, they come from like Scandinavia, or they did. They are no longer with us because that was like the 1400s. It is 2018. Oh, another thing I should tell you. BC, before Christ. So, it was year 0 when Jesus was born. So before that was before Christ, of course. So the year number is getting larger and larger. They're getting smaller and smaller, counting down to 0. And then once Jesus was born, they started going up. A really big BC number. Like I said, like maybe 5, you know? You know, it's like really, 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 really long time ago. If we say BC, you already know it's like super old. But most of the things we will be talking about are from AD. I already forget what it means because most people call it after death. But that is not correct. Because it's in something in Latin. And not everyone wants to remember fancy Latin terms, you know? Latin is very hard. It is a dead language. It was originally spoken in like Rome, Italy, but let's go back to the map. Well, actually, I'll bring you to my globe. Not focusing. But you see this country that's shaped like a boot? There's Rome. A lot of explorers came. I think they're mostly Spaniards. I think I'm gonna have to show you Spain now. Let's go back to the map because it's larger. And you can see it better. This is Spain. Right here. This is France. Right here. This is England. It's really important. It's really important. Remember that. This is Italy. This is Greece. Yeah. Oh, Ireland. Germany. Poland. Russia. You better remember this on. You better. This is also China, Australia, Japan. That's basically it. And also, here's the United States for a better look. Trying to get my hands. You can see I am right about here, not Concord, more like near Albany. This is New York City down here. Yeah. I think that'll wrap it up for this, I think. I don't remember what I was just talking about before I showed you the map. But I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay. More knowledgeable alien.